Hello, and welcome to another update video about Rune. So here on the Rune chart, we are currently dealing with a deep correction. Pretty much last chance to keep this yellow bullish scenario alive will be if the price can hold above the red line. Yeah, at 78 cents, that's the invalidation point. So we're tracking here a bullish and a bearish scenario, obviously, and you will know that. There are bankruptcy rumors and bankruptcy risk that is weighing on the project, which will impact price development going forward. There's just underlying issues, right? There are just underlying issues. Now, people might say that the fundamentals therefore drive the chart. Well, you'd say you see it in the chart, don't you? We see it in the chart. We see that there are problems. Otherwise, the wave 2 wouldn't be deeper than ideal. So there are underlying problems that, yeah, drive the chart. It's affecting sentiment. That's exactly what we're measuring with the Elliott wave method. So there are clear invalidation points. But I have to say, yeah, I mean, news about this definitely have short-term impact on the project. And it's always a question for me about how strong is the pattern and how strong is the news event. And if the news event is stronger than the pattern, and such a news event is strong, it will lead to distortions and can shift from one scenario to another, absolutely. But that's why we're tracking both. It's just important from a chart analysis point of view to understand when do we shift, from one scenario to another. Now, from an Elliott wave point of view, I mean, looking at this, I would say it is wise to wait for a first 5-wave move up, followed by a 3-wave pullback before acting on something. Now, it is never a bad idea, if you know what you're doing, okay, to look for long positions close to invalidation points. I know a lot of people are selling now, but we're very close to an invalidation point. That might be when others enter, okay? Always think about that. Typically, from an Elliott wave point of view, it makes sense to take profits at the end of a 3rd wave, which was here, and maybe some remaining profits at the end of a 5th wave, and then to wait until a clear 1-2 setup forms. The issue is there was one here. The price couldn't hold it. Okay, so that would have been an invalidation point. The next one is here now. So there is a chance still for the bulls to hold this. I mean, the chances there, 1-2 setup, but the wave 2 is deeper than ideal, so it can't be trusted, which means the white count has increased in probability, and this is like an A, B, C structure, and could send us into the lower range there between 41 cents and 5 cents. There's no maximum, essentially, but this is sort of an area of probability. Now, in this scenario, we're currently working on a C wave decline. And it's a wave 1 to the downside we have, a wave 2 to the upside. The 3rd wave, interestingly, reacted exactly to the 138% extension. I just saw that today when I checked the chart, because what we normally say is a 3rd wave, first ideal target is the 138% extension. And in this case, 95.8 cents. So what we could be working on now is possibly, at least we can watch for at least a wave 4 bounce. At least a wave 4 bounce in the white count. Could start from this region, right? Bear in mind, we've now reached the 88.7 FIB level. That's weak support. We've also reached the first ideal target for an internal 3rd wave to the downside. We're very close to the red line, to the invalidation point. So a 4th wave bounce might occur. I would expect this only to be a corrective bounce. This is a counter trend move, most likely. Yeah, given the issues about this project. So, I mean, if you're trading this, I mean, the stop would need to be below the invalidation point, the red line, right? Might still be decent reward to risk ratio, but please note that wave 4s can be triangles, so it's typically not a great attempt. It's a bit of a gamble there. But yeah, $2.09 to $2.67 is resistance. And if you're wondering, oh, the price is now going up, well, resistance is far away because the decline is so extended, right? So it's just simple Fibonacci mathematics. So unless the price breaks and sustains in 5 waves above $2.67, there is no signal that more than a 4th wave is unfolding, right? So from a chart analysis point of view, we would want to see 5 waves above the resistance area, which we don't see at the moment. And looking at the decline here, we could get one more low. If that happens, 41.8 cents would be next support. So things are moving very fast. I get, this chart is not for everybody, I can tell you that. So these are the parameters to watch for. Let's also take a look at the shorter time frame quickly. Before we do that, a quick info. This week, or next week, I plan to run a live stream, public live stream about Elliott wave, just sort of general sort of best practice, how to understand the analysis. If you're interested in learning a little bit more about Elliott Wave, the basics, the foundations, how to understand our analysis better, make sure you follow us on X, on Twitter, because here I will announce that live stream date and the link. I will also announce it on YouTube, but things easily sometimes get lost on, refresh there. Things sometimes easily get lost on YouTube with all the content. Yeah, so check that out. You'll find a link in the video description. Now let's take a look at the RUNE short-term chart. Here it's just about understanding, and this is the wave 2 detail. So obviously it's a full wave count, but without a 5-wave reversal to the upside, there's really nothing we could, nothing bullish we can identify here. We need that break above resistance, a 5-wave move up. Earliest breakout point, I guess, is here the $2.19 level. See, yeah, 18% up, people get FOMO already. This is insignificant compared to what happened in a decline, right? So the move up is insignificant. From an analysis point of view, we can't say a low is in. You can always set the stop below the last low for a low risk trade, I guess, because, you have a very tight stop, right? Just make sure that you know what you want to risk, because this is a bit more of a gamble in the short term. As long as we don't have a reversal setup, we would need a 1-2 setup to the upside. Once that forms, I will of course let you know. That's the update about RUNE. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.